welcome Scorpio to your Astro Dice reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe, guys. Hit that big old like button. Okay, best message coming out. And for those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month. Okay, only using one of the 12 houses. So come on, Spirit, give us the best message. And I do use my spirit guide so that way you know who I'm talking to. Okay. So you do have the moon coming out in the 6th house with some Leo energy. Okay. I got the moon. This is your unconscious sensitive inner emotions and responses. So, how is it going to be done over here? It's going to be done with some Leo energy. That's nice, though. It's going to keep you in the limelight, going to keep you in a glow up, going to make you feel like you're confident, you're fresh, you're dramatic, you're proud and passionate. Focuses on the importance of what your self-belief is and the things that you are passionate about, right? So I love that. So really bringing in this courage and this passion and strength this month. So I really am enjoying that. And that's going to be in the 6th house, guys, okay? Remember, you have 12 houses, okay? We're just talking about the one house, okay? So this is the 6th house, the work, health, and duty of your life. This is also could be places where you make your hobbies a part of your duty of your life. If you know, I love gardening, it just seems like, you know what, if I don't go out and I don't garden and do my hobby, they're going to die, right? My garden will be dead. So you have incorporated as a duty. You have incorporated going to the gym as a duty, right? So these are things that you are entertaining as duties of your life, right? Which, like I said, could be hobbies. Your other hobbies are also the 5th house as well, right? That's love and relationships and romantic love, guys, right? And hobbies, things you create, things like that. But it's not a duty. That's more like something I enjoy doing, right? Off and on. This is something you've actually incorporated into your lifestyle. I go to the gym. That's my lifestyle, right? So remember, there is 2 different kinds of hobbies here, right? This is my hobby, guys, right? This channel is my hobby, but it's also my lifestyle, right? I have incorporated as my work. So it has become 2 in 1. It is my 6th house. Now, at one time, it was only my 5th house, right? So that's how that works. Okay, guys, let's get in here. So, but this is where you're becoming very sensitive about the situation, right? There could be something sensitive going on, right, within that 6th house, but it's going to push you to want to really go strong, right? If you missed a couple of days in the gym and you know that this is the duties of my life, you know that you need to get passionate in there and you need to continue going to that gym, right? I'm going to push a little harder, right? Maybe however it is, right? Something happened. And you know maybe that you have to backtrack a little, right? To get back into the mode, to do whatever it is that it is, right? But I'm going to do it with passion. I'm going to put forth all the effort that I have like a lion. So over here in the very beginning of the month, we're going to the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month. It is talking about the Orion activation. This is where you have the renewal. So you are definitely going to feel like there is a renewal within your life, feeling like you have renewed passion for the 6th house. So it could even be for some of you that you say, you know what, I'm going to go back to the gym and maybe I'm going to try harder. Something that you renew. I keep saying, like I backtracked. I have to backtrack. I have to redo this. So it does feel like there's a renewed energy no matter what to get this done. But it's also because the moon is going to bring in this, you know, this emotion towards it. You know, you have this response where it's like, this is what I really want. I'm maybe a little sad that I'm not there. I'm a little disappointed. Whatever emotion is coming up from that moon, it really heightens your strength and awareness. Start being healing codes. Yeah, important information is being revealed, whether it's coming from your own subconscious, right? From your, you know, and your unconscious, right? To where it wants to make you feel like this is where I need to be. So you do feel like you're in a recharging mode at this time when it comes to the 6th house. Whatever work you are doing, whatever health you might be doing. Maybe you were trying to lose weight, you were doing a great job, and then maybe you went back to eating a bunch of cookies, and you're like, oh my gosh, not supposed to do that. Kind of like the fall off the wagon type of scenario. So it does feel like whatever it is, you are recharging yourself, you've given yourself the information, or you've found out new information that has caught your emotions to want to do so. Angelic frequency. But the angels are telling you right now, you are safe. You are safe. The angels are here to protect you. You're okay. Everything's going to be okay. Don't feel like you're alone in the process. Just because there might not be human help around you does not mean that you do not have angelic help around you. You are never alone. And sometimes we do feel lonely. Maybe you stopped going to the gym because your gym partner did not want to go anymore. You see what I'm saying? Maybe something like this happens, right? So let's see what's going on over here. So there's definitely a renewal over here where you have this new way of thinking about what's going on within this situation. And it just really builds you up strong over here. Wow. Yeah, with the rest, really comes out this positivity within you. You're going to find this happiness, right? You're going to find this. Look at this, a beautiful Leo card coming out. Beautiful sun. Leo is the sun. This is where you're going to feel the warmth, that rebirth. Well, what is this card? Rebirthed by light. This card is the supernova, recreation, renewal, and rebirth by light. This is a rebirth card. So it does feel like you are going through some kind of transformation of the way you're looking at success, the way you're looking at the sixth house, the way you want to do things. You might even be reorganizing things around the sixth house, right? But through meditation and relaxation, this is how you really come to this idea, which is really going to blossom and really feeling like you are going to really want to put in the extra effort for this success. Wow. And really feeling loyal and true to yourself about the situation. We see these beautiful sunflowers in the back that is just saying this is where the loyal and the trust come through. Really trusting that this is going to work. So the star beings healing codes over here. Important information. There's, like I said, it either could come from your higher self, or maybe you actually heard it around, from someone else. Yeah, this is where your ambition really gets moving over here. So you're really going to feel like you're action oriented. You really want to take this action. You're really going to get in here. And I think for a lot of you, it's some kind of important information that might come through where you know that that's true. So you're going to have to defend your beliefs. Maybe somebody also is giving you some kind of information to where they're saying, I don't know if that's going to happen. And you're saying, well, I'm sticking to my guns over here and I'm going to put forth everything I have. Right? Because it did feel like it before, maybe you weren't in alignment for it. Maybe you were lack of planning, and now you feel like you have the ultimate plan over here as you're thinking about the situation. And maybe at one time you also felt like maybe I'm playing it a little safe, right? You didn't want to go full blown at the time, but then you realize it's not really working, right? So through meditation, you will understand that the angels are here. So if you do feel disconnected to someone who isn't on the same page as you, or who is against your plan, or you just feel very alone within the situation, right? Through reevaluation, you will realize, you know what? I'm not alone. There's a lot of divine around me. Something keeps pushing me, whether it's my higher self, my spirit guides, God himself, the universe. Yeah. So this is where you're really going to find the fruits of your labor. You're going to feel more luxurious about the situation, really planting those ideas for the rewards and saying, you know what, I can get to this reward. It's not that far away. So the very beginning of the month, it's really about reassuring yourself and knowing where it is you truly want to be within this sixth house. It could be a new job, whatever you're doing. So let's see what's going on in the middle of the month. Mid-month, please. Mid-month, you have Sirius star blessing. Yes, it's time to proceed. It's time to be seen. It's time to push through anything that seems to want to be holding you back, whether it's mentally or someone actually trying to get into the way of you doing what it is, that you need to do. It could even be time, pushing through time, feeling like time is not on your side. The central sun, abundance. Whoa. Having this success, seeing this success. So it's like you're pushing through this situation, guys, and you're going to start really feeling and seeing the success. And you're going to feel regenerated as the sun comes out. You have a lot of sun over here. You're really going to feel like you are regenerating. Like, you know what, I'm feeling much better. Through all the rest and relaxation you had in the very beginning of the month while you were thinking about the situation, you have a lot of thinking cards, 2 thinking cards. There's definitely this, you know what, I feel good. It's a, the central sun. That's a feel good. This is like the Ace of Pentacles. I feel good about this situation. I feel like, you know what, like I'm recharged, I'm fresh, I'm new. This is a fresh new idea. It's succeeding. Whatever I'm doing, and you're starting to see the signs and synchronicities to have the overall reward. You want to, you're in this, this Nine of Pentacles mode over here. That's only one step down from being the Empress, so it wouldn't surprise me that you actually are seeing signs and synchronicities, seeing that things are coming together, knowing that there's a bigger picture, something big is on its way. That's just going to push you into Empress mode no matter what, or Emperor mode, one or the other. So, but that is the minor arcana for the Empress, who is a major arcana, because she's still creating, she's still planting. Okay, let's see. Okay, so getting look, you could even be shining over here. Clarifying on the serious blessings over here. We have, offering your heart, using all of your heart and soul, putting all of your heart into what it is you want. You might even have a romantic love connection coming through the 6th house, where you find someone sees you, someone wants to offer you, hey, you want to go out on a date? So you could even have this person coming through, right, that sees your beauty, sees how handsome you are, and has a little bit of a romantic connection to you, who would actually, hey, would you like to go get, some coffee? If you're at the energy, if you're at the gym, maybe they want to go to that. A lot of those places have those juice bars, right? You want to go to the juice bar. However it is, but it just feels like whatever it is that you are offering and following your heart. Whether it's taking someone's offer to say, you know what, I do want to go do that, thank you. Or it's just on your own. And this is because you're very aware of the situation. You have the Ace of Swords over here, so you have the mental clarity that this is a huge breakthrough. And you're seeing, like I said, you're seeing the success, and you're having a major breakthrough through the way you're feeling about the situation, making you feel like you were back on top where you want to be back on top. Yeah, you might have a new conflict that may come through, guys, somewhere, right? But it just feels like it doesn't matter, wield that sword and say it's not going to be that big of an issue, because you have all these new ideas and all these new things that are coming towards you with the success over here. Yeah, it did feel like there's that, that conflict. Through the success, you decided that you were going to win at all costs. You weren't going to slack in any areas. You figured that out in the beginning of the month. You were just like, I'm not slacking on this. I'm doing what I want, right? I'm pushing because you were, so ambitious. So it does show, what, this is where it is. You may have someone who wants to come towards you with some kind of disagreement during the mid-month in the 6th house. Somebody who might even feel like this knight in shining armor over here, male or female. Maybe somebody else has their eye on you and they feel like this is competition. Hey, you know what? You're the competition all of a sudden. Maybe they feel like they didn't get there quick enough. Maybe they're going to try to step on this person's toes to get to you. Wow. Might be somebody else watching. Could be an Aquarius. Watching this, right? Watching this other, maybe watching this water sign. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. It could even be a Leo himself. However it is, it's like you're going to try to avoid any kind of conflict. It just feels like you're kind of respecting the differences that you have between you and this other person. I don't feel like he's just standing on the sidelines at this time. I feel like he may have been on the sidelines, or she has been on the sidelines before, kind of watching. But it just feels like now they're going to kind of be sneaky about it. like I said, kind of stepping on the other person's toes if you are dealing with this other person. Um, if not, then this is just a person who might feel like you're in competition with them. No matter what, it feels like there's a competition. Oh, you think you can do 20, sit-ups? I'm going to do 50. You know what I mean? And you're like, why are we in competition? This is so stupid. I don't care. What are we, 10? You know? So it just feels like you're really avoiding any kind of conflict. You might even be agreeing to disagree. Yeah, I'm sure you can go ahead and do 40. You know what? I bet you can do 40 when I do 20. You know what I mean? Anything to get away from having conflict with this person. This person really wants to have some kind of conflict. Or, like I said, trying to step on this other person's toes and trying to make themselves look better than the person who's coming towards you. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I do see some kind of sneaky movements, though. With the synchronicities over here and the signs and synchronicity, this is because you're moving towards the progress. You're on the right path. When you're on the right path and you're getting ready for a huge reward and you're getting ready, you're aligned with the universe, you're definitely going to start seeing those synchronicities. Spirit wants you to see those because they're saying you're in control, you're on the right direction, and this is where I want you to be. And you have integrated your soul into the higher soul realm. And that's why when you become awake and aware, you start seeing 333, 444, right? And that's because you're on the right path and you're aligned, right? Super aligned with the universe. Yeah, and that's going to bring in your star, your dreams, your hopes, your faith, the purpose of the situation, And it doesn't even have to be a 100% fated type of divine thing. It could just be, you know what? I told the universe that this is what I want to do. And it was connected to your purpose, whether you made it or it was them making it. You make it, right? You manifest it, it becomes, right? And then you align, and then you start seeing the signs and synchronicities that your manifestation, that your dream, that your wish is coming true, right? So, yes, and you're going to feel very rejuvenated. Guys, always make sure you're drinking enough water and doing your, whatever it is you need to do. Take rest when needed. Allowing this star to come through, and you're going to have a great fortune, and that's what it's saying. And you have good omens coming. I wouldn't worry about this person over here, right? And it feels like you're just kind of, I don't want that. Look, guys, it's Mercury retrograde. I don't want any part of any of this. It could even be a past person coming back. Who's this guy? Who's this girl? So, it's just a small general, it's just a small general reading, guys, okay? It's not meant for any huge, right? We're not digging that deep. Hathor light codes, light immersion, full system upgrade, and power recall. Ooh, recalling your power. Well, we kind of see that, though, over here with the signs and synchronicities and the success over here, right? I think this whole line right here, it really said that, but it also said it right here, right? With the rebirth and renewal, that supernova coming out is kind of like, yeah, and you're recalling what you have. And this one's saying, yeah, well, here we go. You're recalling your power. You have that full system upgrade at this time. You feel like you're in control. You see things coming towards you. You know exactly where you're going at the end of the month. Wow, halls of learning. Okay, I don't know if I showed you that, but I hope I'm showing these because I'm trying over here. Spirit guides, confirmation, and great lessons. Now, this is when you're definitely in the halls of learning. This is part of the Akashic halls, right? And this is saying when the spirit guides come through, well, we already know that the angels are over here saying, hey, I'm pushing you towards this, right? That's why you're getting signs and synchronicities as well. Alignment. So they're saying yes, and you're having the confirmation that, you know what, there could even be great lessons towards the end of the month about the 6th house that is coming through, that you may, even be more aware of. Ooh. That's kind of nice, though. Yeah, because you have a great teacher. You might even have a new teacher coming in, or you may decide that you want to teach a class. Maybe, for some of you, maybe you're going to teach the yoga class, do some kind of gym training, or maybe you're going to hire a trainer to help you. And it's talking about this great teacher over here with the thought light codes. Okay. But it's also talking about this divine magic that's going on around you. The magic is what you've been manifesting. That's the star card. This is where you've been putting all your energy towards wanting all of this to come through. That blessing of the sun. So with the light immersion over here and the power recall, I find that for the end of the month. Oh, you're feeling exhausted. Okay. Okay, you're starting to feel exhausted. You guys, if you're back at the gym, now you're going to start feeling that, you know what, no pain, no gain type of situation. Oh my gosh, my muscles, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like now, all of a sudden, I'm really starting to feel tired. I'm really starting to feel like I'm exhausting myself. Maybe you guys are going too full blown. For some of you, you know how it is. You know what, I want to get back in that gym. Even though I know I'm only supposed to go 2 or 3 days a week, but I've been hitting that gym 5 days a week. You know what I mean? Now my muscles are sore and I'm tired and I'm having a hard time moving around. You know, if I've been down to get something, it's like, ha, 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 ha. You know how the legs are, you know? I know, I used to go to the gym a lot. When we first went to the gym, my husband did that too. He made us go almost 7 days a week. I was like, dude, we're supposed to relax and let our muscles rest. And so he gave us 1 day. I was like, okay, that's it. I'm not really going to do anything. But every time I bent down to get something, it was like, oh, my thighs. It was like my thighs never stopped hurting for like a month, right? Oh, he was in push mode. I mean, he was just like, let's go. You know? Could have been on one of those, I don't know, one of those workout, 80s workout video commercials. If you guys are from the 80s, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't push it, then you ain't right? It's like, okay. So I definitely feeling this energy of that. Like you are overwhelmed. You're putting in a lot of work over here. You're feeling exhausted. And now you're starting to feel a little fatigue. You're feeling a little lack of motivation because why? You're putting too much. You started out strong, and you started out strong, but I can kind of see how that's going to work, though. I do. I really you could kind of see the breakdown because you're so ambitious that you're like, we're going to do this. Just like I said, right? Talking like, WWF wrestler or something over here, the Macho Man, Randy, Savage or something. I don't know. And it's like, that's how you started, though. You started like, let's do this. And then by the end, it's almost like you continue to keep going. You guys are going strong. It's beautiful. You're reaching your goal. You're doing everything. But remember, because of that ambition and because of that driven to succeed, that fast thinking, that jump, let's do it, you've worn yourself out. Now I know why you have to recall power. Now it's time to rest, and you're going to have to rest. And you might even want to take, you know what I mean? It's like where I was going, 4 or 5 days a week, I'm going to go once or twice. Because you've overdone it. It's almost, Spirit wants to call it like a haphazard action. And in some ways, it kind of is because you went all out. You've taken everything you had to do this. And being a Scorpio, that means a lot because, it means you didn't fence it, you didn't procrastinate, nothing. You may have been procrastinating in the very beginning before you got so in, until you're like, we're going to do this, right? Because that's Scorpion energy. I'm going to kind of think about this. I'm going to procrastinate for a while. But boy, oh boy, if I get driven to succeed, watch out, world. Here comes the Scorpion. Scorpio is on a roll. They're on the loose. Okay, and then you're going to burn yourself out. And that's exactly what's happening. So now you're just going to have to take care of yourself. It's time to rest. Oh, shoot. Oh, crud. Oh, hold on, guys. I dropped a third of the deck over here. Okay, so with the spirit guides and confirmations and great lessons, I think the great lessons over here is you have beautiful, ambitious, driven, go, go, go. But I think the great lesson is that you still need to balance it. You need to balance this out. I think that was the great lesson. That's the lesson I'm literally hearing. You need to learn to balance this out. If you burn yourself out too much, guys, then you're gonna like, okay, well maybe I'll go tomorrow, and then I don't know, I'm kind of busy, maybe I'll go tomorrow. Okay, just wait an hour and I'll be ready. See what I'm saying? Because you're not really that driven anymore. Because you're exhausted. Okay? Yeah. You've kind of, there went all your Leo energy. So by the end of the month, your Leo energy is like dying. Slowly dying. Slowly kind of dying away. And with the Queen of Wands upside down, it's not so much that you don't have the self-confidence anymore. It's just you don't have it's kind of weird. You just don't have that passion, ambitious, driven piece anymore. Because it's kind of gone for a second while you rest and relax, right? So you're kind of more, like I said, it's just a lack of motivation. You've driven yourself, you've gone far beyond, because of exhaustion, far beyond driven. So the great lesson over here really is balancing. Absolutely. Yeah, coming out as I just want to clarify on this one right now. It's coming out as the Queen of Swords, where it's saying you just need to, really have a better judgment call on the situation and really balancing out what needs, how you're going to do this. There has to be a perception. In some ways, there is going to be a kind of a perception. You're going to, because you're going to understand, I went hard, I went strong, I did what I was supposed to do, boom, 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 boom. Coming out of the box, I jumped and I went, but you can only go so long before you burn yourself out. Okay. So it's really is about balance. So over here you have the great teacher awakening and the divine magic, and there is something very divine about the situation. You are getting to your Ace of Pentacles, even if you don't, even as you're tired and you're kind of burned out. But I mean, look, if you went to the gym and, you wanted to burn this much, or lose this much weight or however it is, you see you see there is, like, you did lose, whatever it is, right? You do see the difference. If you're going to the gym and you're toning up, even if you're losing weight, you might even notice, whoa, I'm becoming more toned. You're seeing the results, my friends, right? You see whatever results are there. So, right. So just knowing that you see the results, I do, it's not something you're going to be like, well, I did that, I'm all done now. No, once you recoup, you have the Ace of Pentacles. You will continue on this venture once you rest, right? Because you have this great abundance coming, right? You have this great abundance coming, this great opportunity. You are a little disappointed. Don't get me wrong. But I don't really see you abandoning or walking away. If anything, I think the disappointment is because you have exhausted yourself. You know that you overworked the situation. And I think that the only disappointment is that now you feel like towards the end of the month, I'm so sore, I'm so this, or I, got behind on other things because I put too much work in over here and over there, maybe overworking. You'll know what it is when it happens, to what the situation is. So you just feel like more disappointed because you feel like you had to withdraw. Because towards the end of the month, you're like, I can't really go as strong as I could before. I feel really tired, or I feel really sore, or, I didn't manage my time management right, and I got behind in work, or, you see what I'm saying? Something is going on. And that's just going to make you feel like you're kind of leaving this awesome sixth house situation, kind of in a mess. So just be careful of scattered energy, because it is going to cause a little frustration. I don't see you wanting to give up. I just see you, it's this scattered energy. You just need to trust in yourself. As a high priestess, you just need to really trust in yourself and trust in your emotions, right, when it comes to the situation. Because, yeah, it just feels like you've had a lot of improvement. Oh my gosh, you have so much improvement in this area. So whatever you're doing in the sixth house has a lot of improvement. I just think that, maybe it's a different house too, right? Maybe I've left a lot of the fifth house behind, my love relationships, things like that. Or maybe I left the fourth house behind. My family is kind of struggling because I'm always over here doing this and that. And I kind of, now I got to go home, clean the house, do this, do that, right? Because I'm over here doing all these things all the time. No matter what, it's a burnout, right? So maybe it's over multitasking as well. Hmm. Just watch the burnout. It looks like a lot of fun though. I mean, because all I see in the first 2 weeks is nothing but fun. Yeah, you have somebody over here is causing a little disruption, but that's like nothing. It looks like a lot of fun, and it looks like you're really enjoying yourself until, like I said, you burn yourself out. Okay, and that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye bye.